I didn't have any problems last night. I don't know what the issue is. It's weird. Last night was fine. Let me join right back up here as soon as it shows the green button. We all need computer updates. It's been 3 or 4 years. There we are.
You're almost there.
So you try to get that leg up and over, and it scampers aside as you, as its mount has been murdered. Can't quite make it, Arnold. Worth a shot, though, and not that it won't succeed next round, but it is going to beak and claw you. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, Ryan, you're along for the ride on this one. It's going to go scampering. Whoops, I went too far. It's going to move to here as its move action. You're on its back, you're along for the ride, and it's trying to beak you along the way. Just to beak into your leg, and it misses. Make an intimidate against Renshaw. Let's see if Renshaw joins his, because he does have loyalty to his ally. You're kind of a newcomer here. Let's see what your dice say.
Renshaw, save me!
That's pretty good. Renshaw hesitantly approaches the ledge here. He's not sure who to attack. He's not prone, he's kind of looking hesitantly each direction. And the other two will beak and claw at Arnold. Miss with the claw, here comes the beak, miss. And the other one, claws. Claws actually hit, even with a +2. Wow, he rolled, what did he roll, 19? Yep, rolled 19. 19 or 20 will hit Arnold. 16 slashing, which for you is 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that con save with advantage. Of course you pass. And here comes the other one, beak and claws. And there's
Another
a beak
19.
that hits. Another 19. Roll 20, it's time to tell a story here. Which is 5 damage. You keep the spell, and here come the claws. Which never missed by 1. Wow, roll 20's got it out for you, Arnold. What's going on?
I don't even know.
Arnold's looking bad off. He's badly bloodied. It seems like, in true dwarf tenaciousness, he really wants an owlbear mount like Ryan has. Havlarn, are you with us? Is he muted? Is he asleep?
He could have just fell asleep. I don't know.
I think we've lost Sean. Understandable. He's had a long weekend. These guys who work night shift and try to switch to days on the weekend
Crazy.
don't understand it. He'll throw a firebolt to help you guys on. Wow. Oh. Because of halfling luck. He misses this one. And Azoth, it's your turn.
I will have Azrael there. Come down and do a flyby on that one. Then I'm gonna come flying down and jump off my broom and jump on his back.
Everybody wants an owlbear mount.
Well, Azrael needs someone to protect him. And it's Dex.
It's acrobatics, which is dex, yeah. To leap onto its back. Wow. Unfortunate. Azoth goes to leap from the broom.
Would Azrael doing the flyby help me on that? Or will that just make it towards
you do
less
have.
likely to hit me?
No, you do. It does give you a help, which is advantage on your next attack. I think it's on ability checks as well. So Azrael, knowing you're in, would give you advantage. For those who don't know, Azoth rolled a fumble,
Huh.
but because Azrael did do a help action, it becomes a 19.
Sweet.
So Azoth, as you leap its back, you can tell that owlbear would beak the next thing that tries to come on, leap onto its back, because it sees what's going on. They're pretty smart. Azrael leaping, flapping in its face and then flying away, distracted enough that Azoth leaps onto its back without taking a beak. Lucky for you. So you're on its back, Azoth. Handle animal, that's intimidate, or handle animal, which is wisdom. So charisma or wisdom.
Gosh. I think they're both the same. Yeah. They're both the same, so it doesn't matter for abilities. I'll try wisdom.
Yeah, it does not like you. Does not accept you as a rider.
Maybe next turn I'll try persuasion.
You can grab a handful of feathers, and yeah, it doesn't like it. It's got an elf, and it starts bucking, try to beak and claw you. We'll see what happens. Ryan.
Yes.
If that's it for Azoth, we'll go ahead with Ryan.
Alright, so the one that I'm on, I'm gonna try and tell it, look, Renshaw wants you to join us, Rook, and then try to persuade it. So, intimidate.
Well, you said persuasion, but you rolled pretty good.
Well, that's what I meant. Tell it to.
Okay, it looks around at Renshaw, and Renshaw is looking kind of confused whether it should attack or defend. It's a little on the fence. And Rook seems hesitant, but sits down hesitantly.
Okay, and then I'll tell Rook to stay. I'm gonna get onto Renshaw, and
Once per turn, you can mount.
oh, okay, so I'll stay
Or
on
dismount.
Rook. Okay, so then I will say, he's gonna sit.
Rook looks at Renshaw. Renshaw is sitting. If you can imagine, you know our dog. When he doesn't want to do something, his best resistance is not to resist, but passive, and he sits down and plants his butt. Says
Okay.
no. That's what Renshaw is doing, so that's what Rook does. He's not sure. So he
Okay,
plants
so
it.
then I will stroke his head and tell him he's a good owlbear. I will.
Make a persuasion on that,
Oh.
which is also charisma.
There we go.
Wow. Nice. With a crit.
And does Renshaw
Rook.
see it too and see that I'm good?
Rook's feathers stop hackling up and relax a little bit. He's still breathing heavy, but he accepts you. And he looks at Renshaw, and they both seem relaxed. They're sitting, but they're both looking this direction somewhat expectantly. Like this is a more worthy rider.
But him?
You.
Oh.
But they're agitated that there's still a fight going on. They're still their owlbears, but they are individual in nature. They have accepted Ryan with a crit. Can't argue with that.
So I yell at the guys. I have 2. How many you got? I will dismount and stand between the 2 of them and put my hands on both of them to try and coo them, you know?
Yep.
And just soothe them and say, soon this will be over, don't worry, we'll move on. And I've got 2 friends over there that are going to try and calm your buddies down, hopefully. And we'll be fine. And that's my turn.
Both of them caw at you. That's the noise you hear.
Okay, I'm done.
With your crit, Ryan stands between the 2, patting their necks. They lean towards her, but they look agitated towards their other 2 servers. But Ryan has calmed too. They're both sitting now, which is prone. I'll put them both sitting position. Let's see, front. There we go. They're both sitting, and she's patting their necks reassuringly. Arnold, you're
I'm gonna rainbow him on that guy again.
with a crit. Another D8. Was it this one?
Yeah.
Okay. 11. Got it?
And I'm going to yell, stop resisting, and try to mount it again.
Make your intimidate. Alright, that's good acrobatics. Make it intimidate. As you swing a leg up and over. With it, intimidate. Its beak buries into the ground as you, while your weight bears it down. You're on its back. It seems unhappy but accepting. Not so much. But this one, yeah, you're on it, and you bore its head into the ground. Having conquered its original riders, you've got some say here. The 26 intimidate is pretty significant. Set it for your turn,
Yeah.
I would think. Azoth, you were trying to mount this one, right?
Yes.
Alright. It goes rampaging in this direction, and it's trying to beak you along the way. Beak into your calf. As you can see, it fumbled. Trying to beak you. Completely fails. You're more solidly on its back as it stumbles a little, not wanting to fall over the edge. And Havlarn, Sean, have you woken up? Are you with us? Probably not.
I'm here.
There he is.
Yay! You came
Back, Sean.
Where you been, man?
Most of the owlbears have been subdued.
I see
Azoth
that.
is on an owlbear that is rampaging. Is there anything you want to say, or do you want to let things lie?
Yeah, you guys are weird. That's what I'm gonna say.
An owlbear makes a fantastic mount.
Yeah,
Right next
sure.
to her. As you can see, they have names.
I got
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. So that's just really weird. You guys are weird. Yeah. Well, let's see. So they're on owlbears. Arnold is beating one up, it looks like. So,
Arnold's
He's calming
owlbear
it
is
with
kind of...
hammers.
Yes, he's calming it with hammers aggressively. Azoth is kind of on a rampage. It's kind of along for the ride. It's trying to beak him, but failing miserably at trying to beak him. So it's kind of up to Azoth. If there's something you want, you can. There are no other opponents you see. Rook and Renshaw are sitting calmly next to Ryan as she pats both on the neck.
Hello,
Yeah,
Brian Rook.
I am not getting near an owlbear. That is just not gonna happen.
But you're
That is-
bite-sized. You make a great snack.
I'm bite-sized for just about every damn thing we encounter. Alright, I will yell at the owlbear that Azoth is on and say, "Hey, you, unless you want to die, or shut up and do what he says."
He passes the save and does not take that. 2 and 1, 3 psychic damage.
Yeah, I see. Well, I will hover over top of him. With the rest
Havlarn
of
is
them.
shouting things. Azoth in the, the heat of the moment, you aren't really aware of what Havlarn is saying. Say nobody's really aware of it. The situation is a little more tense than all. And Azoth, what are you doing or saying?
Well, when it goes to try to hit me with its beak, I swat it on its nose and tell it to be good.
Intimidate or handle animal? It's charisma or wisdom?
Okay, that was awesome.
It's okay, but it's very aggressive. It seems not to be aware of what be good means. Owlbears are very aggressive. They are Uruk mounts.
Yeah, and Azoth's about as anti-Uruk as you can get.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't a fantastic check.
At least it wasn't a fumble.
That's true. Okay, Azoth's kind of along for the ride. Anything else you want to do, Azoth? Action surge.
I guess I'll action surge and try to get it to calm down again.
Okay, roll it again. That's pretty good. Finally swatted on the nose again. And it subdues finally. It grows calm. It doesn't, it remains rigid along its back. You feel a stiff spine. And it glares at you. First the left eye and then the right eye. And its claws kind of twitch like it wants to claw you. But for the moment, you've got it under control.
Pat that its head nicely. Say good boy.
Alright. What do you do, Ryan?
I'd like to do a lore check to see what they eat.
You rolled a pretty good nature check, right? It was you? Owlbears eat everything. They're omnivores.
Omnivores? Okay, so I will walk over here and strip that guy naked. And
He fell into the pit and is long gone. Hundreds of
that's
feet
pit.
down.
Oh, okay, then I'll walk over here and strip this guy naked.
That guy's fine, yeah.
And strip him naked and ask Rook and Renshaw to come over and enjoy a fine feast after a job well done.
Persuasion or intimidate? Charisma.
Also, how do you strip
Yeah.
plate mail that's into
Yeah.
the skin?
You go to pull his
So-
plates off of his flesh, which are bolted on, and she fumbled it. And
Is-
both Renshaw and Rook hackle their feathers up and growl at you, and are unhappy that you would have them eat their former master
Ugh.
and make a sound.
Fine, I'll come over here and see if they'll eat my ration. I'll throw a ration down on the ground for each of them.
Make another charisma.
Oh, God, I'm stuck
fumbled
at
that
charisma.
one. Come close to hackle raised owlbears.
Come on,
If you
baby.
know anything about
There we
owlbears,
go.
they're very aggressive, extremely aggressive, in fact. Their hackles remain raised. You've named them, but you haven't quite tamed them.
Oh, I haven't?
Well, you could think that,
Well, that one I crit. Fuck.
yeah, but they will gladly eat your rations, but they don't eat you quite yet. They're looking at you hungrily, though.
I don't have any more actions to try to tame them again.
It's just this round. They've eaten your rations.
Alright, that's fine.
We'll see what happens next round. Yeah, you tried to rip the plate armor off of that orc, and of course found out it was bolted to his flesh. Just look at it and growl, because that was once their rider. It's only been a few seconds since you murdered their previous owner. But yeah, easy come, easy go. They are animals. We'll see what happens next round. Arnold, what do you do? You're on the back of one that has not quite accepted you.
Oh, but I'm gonna make him eat that orc thing.
Alright. Wisdom is handle animal, or charisma is intimidate, your choice.
Well, wisdom.
That's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, it gladly eats the carrion, consumes it, takes a few rips of its tendons and flesh, gets it free from the body, points its beak at the sky and swallows, and then goes for some more. Is that all you do with your turn?
Well, I'm gonna hover my hammer over here in case things go bad with her two bear things. All bears, not bears. I don't know. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Alright, Ryan. Ryan has pointed out they did sit for her, but then she told them to eat their former master. They're both agitated. They seem somewhere between sitting and barking and biting. Each will make a beak attack at her. I'll point out they could both For now, they're just gonna beak at you. We'll see what happens if you survive it. Alright, you deflect one beak. Here comes the other beak. Also miss. You deflected both beaks. So that's...
I tell him, no. It's not how we treat friends.
And Arnold, the one that you're on, tries to beak you, thinking you might be a good meal as well, and it misses you badly. As for a ride, as this one rampages this direction, trying to beak you along the way. It's got you. Takes a little chunk out of your leg for 12 piercing. Wow, that's a huge chunk for you. And Havlarn, what do you do? Are you with us?
Oh yeah.
There he is.
Alright. I'm watching these guys and thinking to myself, you guys are idiots. Azoth just got bit, so I'll try to firebolt the one that's on him.
Your firebolt misses. Smacks the ground here next to it as it departs.
Get off of it, you idiot! Come on! And go over to here and yeah. This is
Sure.
yeah. These are savage
Shaking
beasts,
his head in the
guys.
sky. Anyone who knows anything about owlbears knows that they are extremely savage creatures. Only an orc or an uruk could force Will, or Ryan as it turns out. We'll see on Azoth and Arnold. Azoth, what are you doing?
I guess I'll try to intimidate it again and tell it if it doesn't settle down and sit and be good, it's gonna end up dead like its former rider.
Alright, there's an intimidate. Make your charisma check.
I don't think it believed me.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
high
think
elves.
I tasted too good.
Yeah, it got a taste for high elf. It continues to rampage, and yeah, you guys can hear the high elf saying, making threatening voice. It's not so effective. It's more of a request still than a command, as Ryan gives out. Ryan, it's your turn.
Do I have to command individually, or can I command dual?
Both.
So I'd like to tell them that I am now their rider owner. And will need to follow me. I'll treat them well. Oh yeah.
Alright, that was your second crit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you rolled a 16 on the off die. Yeah, both Rook and Rinshaw sit, and they give you placating licks on the cheek, each, left and right cheek.
And I pet them, and I stroke them, and I'm so glad I called them. I gave them names already.
And
Good
actually,
owlbears.
Rinshaw took like 3 points of damage, and Rook is completely unharmed. So, they both trust you, keeping them safe.
Yes, definitely. Awesome. Havlarn, I'd like you to meet Renshaw and Rook. They're my new companions.
With a crit, well done. Can't fight the dice. Arnold?
I'm gonna punch mine. You guys try to punch me.
Well, they were mounted by orcs. Intimidate works. That punch hits. Okay.
Stop resisting.
And a good intimidate. It finally bows, its head down, touching its beak just barely to the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna pet him.
Alright, do a persuasion now. That was a good intimidate. Good cop, bad cop. Alright. It hesitatingly raises its neck beneath your hand, quivering a little bit, like, don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay.
And yeah, I point at the orc that it already ate from before.
It hesitatingly eats from the corpse. And then looks at you for an approving gesture.
Yeah, I pet some more.
Well done. Alright. You have captured an owlbear. You can name it if you'd like. Azoth is not so lucky as this one rampages, attempting to beak his leg. Oh, that one misses Azoth, but he does continue to rampage up the path. Speed of 40, there it is. Alright. Havlarn, what are you doing?
Come over and meet my owlbears. Maybe you could ride one.
Yeah. No, that's
They're
okay.
friendly.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah. Jeez, you guys are crazy.
Just so you know, the Azoth left his broom. You don't want to give it to him, since he needs it now.
Yeah. Let's try a different tact. Let's go over here, and we're gonna make the one that Azoth is riding slow down. Calm down. No one's gonna hurt you.
Well, that hurts. Ray of Frost arcs out. Its front legs are covered in ice. 12 cold damage, but you did reduce its speed by 10.
Yep. Okay. You got this now,
Okay.
Azoth? You got him?
I hope.
Your turn, Azoth. What do you do?
Is this a drop off or like a dead end?
Both. A dead-end
Okay.
drop-off that he's rampaging towards.
Okay. Wish it would have held on to my
pressure.
broom. I pull a ration out of my pack and offer it to him and tell him if he calms down, he can have it. Trying to persuade him to settle down.
Make your persuasion check.
I'm better at those. Oh.
Not with a nod. It takes the ration, spits it to the side, and continues rampaging, considering suicide a better option.
I'm gonna be prepared to jump off at the last second.
As a reaction, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, can't argue with the dice there. Ryan, what do you do?
How far do they move? 40?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop on to Renshaw and take Renshaw, ask him to double move so I could yell. So
Using
there's,
your action to dash.
yeah, whoops. So we ended up like right about here, I guess, somewhere in there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask Renshaw to calm down Azoth's owlbear and say we're just trying to save him from death. Help him, Renshaw. That's my charisma.
That's pretty good. Alright. Renshaw saying... this. Alright. Alright, Arnold, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hopefully have Garrus move over here. And then I'm gonna cast a new spiritual weapon, hit that guy, and yell, "Stop resisting!"
That's a good whack. On the snout. Make your intimidate. Pretty good intimidate as well. Alright. Put your hammer out there. There we go. Okay. For its turn, it will continue trying to beak Azoth in the leg as it goes. But Azoth has a lot of modifiers. Azoth, you take a 9 piercing, which you barely survive as it digs. It seems unaware of even where it's going. It's not looking forward. It's trying to bite you off its back. But it's taking a lot of damage. Your next check will have advantage before it pitches over the side. Got a lot of friends trying to help you out. Havlarn, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I will come over here. I left my height somewhere over there. I will go down to about 15 feet above the thing and be ready to grab him if the owlbear goes over the edge.
Sure. Azoth looks ready to pitch over to the side on his own as a reaction. Okay, Azoth, what are you gonna do? One last attempt.
I'm gonna cast color spray at its face.
Oh. Well, wow. Good thing you rolled well. You actually barely rolled with all of your dice. You rolled more than you needed. So that was a close thing. There's the dice telling the story.
At least I finally rolled well.
You did roll well.
And then I tell it to stop. And sit.
Each creature is blinded. Yeah, so colors erupt in front of the creature. It stops short, like its back legs stop and skid, like hitting the brakes immediately. And you see claw marks in the ground and dust erupts all around it. And when the dust clears, you see the thing sitting, huffing breath, and Azoth project colors from his hand in front of its eyes.
Woo!
That was close. 3 more than you needed. That was close. And you rolled a 9, a 3, 2 10s, a 9, and a 3. If you had rolled 3 less, that wouldn't have worked. Well done. Make your persuasion or intimidate. You're better at persuasion. I give you advantage, like I said,
Yes.
because you got all your friends around doing all their things they're doing.
Thankfully.
The thing seems out of breath. It's like almost crying of oxygen. It's blinded, and it stops and considers life is better than death, and finally bows its head and succumbs to your will. What do you name your owlbear?
Let me think on that for a minute.
You think on that? I'll total up XP. You guys successfully cleared out an Uruk camp.
I'm gonna
Ryan
use my
got
channel.
2.
I got to.
Oh, what did you say, Arnold?
I'm gonna use my channel divinity to bring Azoth at least back to half health.
Yeah, Azoth definitely took some beaking. Arnold, for his part, looks extremely bloodied. Havlarn doesn't look great. You guys paid a price to get your owlbear mounts.
Well, I barely
Definitely
took.
paid a price.
I don't think I took damage after trying to mount anything. Well, one
Well,
hit maybe.
that's to say, yeah. But you are, you'll try to wipe away the blood out of your beard, but it kind of smears. Arnold, it's a rare thing to see Arnold so bloody. Let me total up XP here. Move him aside. And there are, 4 mounts? Rook, Renshaw, Garaz, and whatever Azoth names his. I'll do XP for them. There's only 4 of you. Wow.
I sent you pictures of Rick and Renshaw, so you can do individual tokens if you want.
I'll get that worked out. That was 1375 XP for everyone. Well done. And some mounts, which is hard to quantify, really.
Yay!
An owlbear mount is something to really celebrate. If you look in the monster manual, they are very hard, and I hope I represented it well enough, very hard to claim ownership of. They are individualistic spirits and very carnivorous. Keep them as mounts. If they see carrion or something that even looks yummy, they may want to go for that. You're going to have to make handle animal checks to force them to do what you want. Anyway, 1375 is still substantial. And I'll get those pictures. If you guys send me individual pictures of your owlbear mounts, I'll get those all set up. If you look at the house rules, you can roll hit die. They'll, they're your mount now. They'll get your proficiency bonus and all that. But being natural creatures, they may get, you'll have to roll to make them do things they don't otherwise want to do. And owlbears are more disagreeable. So we got Ryan, Azoth.
I didn't get the last amount.
Ryan, your total is, where are you? 22,503.
All right, thank you.
Havlarn, 1375. And Arnold,
I'd like to loot all the bodies so that we can see if we can get anything viable. And I'll bring Renshaw back up here and loot, I guess.
I'd like to search the tents.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get you guys some loot. I'm assuming it being past midnight for me, and it's Sunday night, I don't assume anyone's going to keep going from here. We're going to call it here, right? Or are you guys going to want to keep going?
I can't.
Seems like a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It'd probably be a good stopping point. So let me total up some loot. Yep, the tents for sure. And the bodies. And that seems like a good spot. Since you got some mounts, PM me with pictures if you'd like. Next time we can roll hit die, all that stuff for your mounts. Of course, Ryan, you'll have 2. And everyone else has now an owlbear.
If you look at my
mount.
pictures for them, they look like twins.
Nice.
They're a little
I haven't
different,
looked
though.
yet. Let's see, for that many. Okay. You guys got a couple of white quartz, otherwise raw cash. Wow. Their lunch money.
Sweet.
439.74 was the raw amount. Divided 4 ways was, wow, 109 gold, 9 silver, and 4 copper.
Nice.
34,000 is 8th level, right?
Let me look. 8th level would
Yes,
be, yep,
it is.
34.
I think I just leveled, unless my math is way off.
Ding. Well done. I'll check for you as soon as I get there. Ryan, 109.94. Yeah, you guys actually got a good haul there. I'm trying to get the gold more back in line where it should be. This would be, I know you guys in previous experience have gotten more, but I want to try and bring things more in line. So this should be considered a good haul. They had a lot of money, they've done a lot of good raids, and have been rewarded well from their Fomorian and Jotun captains. Azoth, I got you. Havlarn, 109.94. Oh, sorry, Azoth, you were asking how much you have. XP wise, 33,530. Is that what you have?
I have 34,770.
I might have missed you. I'll take yours. 34,770. And that levels you up. Alright. I got Havlarn. And Arnold, 109.94. Not that you care about money.
What am I at?
For money? You want me to say?
Yeah.
You're at 6,888, 8 silver and 1
I'll
copper.
borrow some money.
Arnold could buy a small dwarven kingdom
Here, Renshaw.
and retire. In the interest of time, we'll call it there. But yeah, you guys have cleared the way to, well, if you look around a little on the screen you're on, there, well, you know, the mountain continues up. So we'll see what happens next week. Start again Saturday unless something weird happens and I run one somewhere midweek.
You never know.
Never know. But yeah, the quest continues for the Three Sisters. You guys have a personal experience now with the Uruks of the Feywild. They're nothing to sneeze at. And you guys got pretty lucky with owlbear mounts. Not all owlbears will be so subjective. I've been pretty generous.
Sweet.
And I've gotten, let's see, Renshaw and Rook have pictures. I'll get those updated and fixed. The rest of, let's see, Garez and Azoth, you can send me, Arnold and Azoth, send me PMs and pictures of what you think your owlbears look like and what their names are, and I'll get all that set up. And following the mount rules, I'll get names, and you can roll hit die and all the usual stuff from there. You can retire back to the Tiger Claw tribe for a rest. We'll call it there.
Nice.
Cool. And anyone else who joins, of course, will have to do the Circle of Stone challenge while the rest of you watch and laugh.
And you know we will.
Oh yeah, because you guys have succeeded. And all the rest of the Furbolgs will watch and laugh and clap, and you guys will be part of them. You're part of the clan now. Alright. Thanks for playing, guys.
Good night.
Have a good night, guys. Thanks.
Alright.
Yep.
I'll see you
Good
next
night.
time.
Good night.